doing Helldivers 2 Tank Review, a top-down third-person shooter after distributing from its first game, Helldivers, that was really just a top-down shooter. They went from to a third-person. Like I said, you can play up to 4 players. There is tons of difficulties. It can go up to 9 difficulties. There's 2 currencies in game that you can earn during this game. You can play missions against the automatons or the terminoids, which is the bugs, or basically I like to call them the terminators. But also the main objective is to save Super Earth, is what you're protecting of, and every time you jump into the game you are supposed to do these main objectives, but also you have side objectives that you can pertain to if you want to get extra rewards, extra XP for your squad. And the good thing about this game is that you all share the same XP and same rewards. So nobody's getting more medals than the other. If you were to pick it up and then the other person tries to think that you're stealing it, no, you are sharing all the same currency, which is also a plus in this game. The first time you jump down, you are initially going through basic training. They do a fantastic job with throwing in the jokes and just getting you fully ready for the experience in the actual Helldivers game. I have over 50 hours in this game. I'm loving it. It's probably my game of the year so far. Like I said, you can play up to 4 players, but you can also do solo missions. It is a little more fun with friends. There's a lot of funny things that they added into this. I feel like is why even the repetitiveness is overlooked. The ragdoll and diving and just the instantly being able to almost die from everything from your teammates shooting you in the face, or even just the updates in the recent times that they've added. There is elements to different planets that can also kill you, from meteor showers to thunderstorms to whatever it may be. There's even technical things that you have to look out for when you're playing this game, which could be some planets are hotter, some planets are colder. They can affect you rate of fire, overheating faster. If you have a broken leg, which a lot of things can also do to you, that kind of affects you a little more in the game as well. There is tons of armor selection, ton of gun selection. They have a free season pass the game gives you after you build up a certain amount of medals per time, or there's also a daily in-store game currency that you can check, like Fortnite season pass, that if you want to, you can get different armor that is a little rarer, but they switch it out on a daily basis, like I said. But if you want to get even more in depth with it, there's 2 other season passes. They just added a newer one where if you want to spend more money, actual in currency, real money, then you can buy these and get other armor and weapons as well. They just add the exosuit. They're updating the game constantly with even the bugs and the glitches and the mishaps. This game has a super big community. There's tons of things. There's even TikTok channels that are acting like it's actual news broadcasts, updating Super Earth of what planets are being taken over, how they're updating, how they're proceeding through the war. Just a super awesome game. I can't express it enough. This has got to be my game of the year for 2024. I never played the first Helldivers. I'm thinking about it. Has anyone ever played Helldivers before? Let me know in the description. I went into Helldivers 2. I didn't really know what I was getting into. Like I said, the game was $40. So most games being right now $70, I didn't really see any loss with maybe trying this for a couple hours and being able to refund it. But as soon as I started playing Helldivers 2, I was instantly grabbed into it. I absolutely have been enjoying it since day one, since the first hour. Like I said, I have over 50 hours in. I constantly always play with friends or the community, or even by myself sometimes, just to get a daily order in. You get daily orders to give you more medals, more XP. It grabs you back into the game. They update it on a daily basis almost. There's just so many things about this game that are hitting on all cylinders, and like I said, $40. The only mishaps I kind of don't like about this game is I wish there was, you were being able to jump. You can't jump technically in this game. You can climb by holding A, but I don't really care about that. But I really wish they had more like vehicles, which they're starting to add into, like I said, the exosuit, or maybe even melee weapons. There's no melee weapons at all. It's just guns and that's it. Now when you're jumping into this game, if you're reloading, usually you're not losing anything, but in this game, when you reload and you don't use a full magazine, you do lose all the bullets that were in that magazine. So if you shot only 2-3 bullets and then you reloaded, you lost your whole magazine. So you actually have to be careful and mindful of how you are playing the game in certain situations. And it can get freaking crazy because this game can go up to 9 difficulties, and the highest I've been up to is 5, and I haven't been able to do crap. The main objective is to do your main story objective, whether it be shutting down big towers or even just going in and defending an area for 15 minutes, or you could even just be going around trying to destroy bug eggs. Yeah, that's what I was saying. But anyways, you have these things called stratagems that are actually like little boosts. They give you orbital strikes. They have sentries that you can drop down for support. They give you bigger main weapons other than your 2 main primary weapons. You got a grenade launcher. You can do an anti-tank rocket launcher. You can use even a freaking spear, which is like a giant ass spear rocket launcher fucking thing, whatever the hell you want to think of it is. There's just so much to this game that they're adding, updating constantly, and there's so many things that even with the repetitiveness, it makes it so much fun to have and just play with your friends or even randoms. I've even had a couple games where I played randoms and they're just trying to help each other out. It actually makes you feel like you're being rewarded for continuing and playing in this game. Now, like I said, there was a lot of bug issues and they had to update the servers immediately. The servers were crashing, full capacity, almost day in and day out. My first or second day when I played, I couldn't play at all. I had to wait an hour to even get a spot, and then when I got in a spot, my game crashed. So like I said, the issues have gotten way better, but there still is a little bit of bug issues. Now, like I said, $40, you can't beat it. If you haven't played the first one and you played this one, that is totally fine. You don't have to play the first one because, like I said, it's totally different from coming to a top-down to a third-person shooter. If you don't think you are a person that likes to play with people, this game might not be for you. It does seem to have a little more fun when you're playing with friends or a group of people. That way you can communicate better, because communication is, I feel like, a little bit of a big factor in this game. You can't just go on your own with 3 other guys while you're trying to take a base by yourself. No, you're probably going to die, or most likely your teammates are not going to really be too fond of that. I don't know, I just feel like it's one of those games where communication is key and playing with friends is at its best interest. But let me know how you think, or what you think about this game so far. What is your thoughts on the game? What do you want to see them add in the game? I'm so happy with what they've been doing, non-stop updating the game, giving us more armor, more weapons. They just added 2 new weapons the other day. There's a new rocket launcher that is like a laser based, that you can also shoot a drop shoots down from the automatons, and there's also a heavy machine gun now, which is a little more damage but harder recoil than the original machine gun that you start out with. Now, like I said, you can also upgrade your ship, which when you upgrade your ship, it helps your stratagems. When you upgrade your stratagems, they also lower the cooldown time for how long you need to be able to use that again. You can also use supply drops to help you and your teammates get more ammunition. Like I said, if you use your whole magazine to run out of ammo quick, which is easy to do, that is your go-to. There's different grenades that you can do. There's certain emotes that you can do with. You can even do funny things with the emotes, like people hugging, or even just people just trying to act like they're going to shake your hand and then they diss you. There's just so many funny small things in this game that makes it so interesting every time and rewarding at the same time when you're playing this game. That's why I really feel like Helldivers 2 is an awesome experience that I've had within the last month. With it being, like I said, the game issues and with everything else going on, it's still constantly updating. They're going to keep adding more things to it. I'm hoping in the future that they do add more stuff into it, like vehicles and maybe melee weapons. And like I said, be careful when you do play this game. Everything can kill you, literally. Everything can kill you in this game. Whether you be falling off the cliff and you ragdolling into the ground, whether your partner smacking you in the back of the head or shooting you in the face, or whether them dropping a 500 kg giant orbital bomb in your way of fire and you run right into it and don't get out in time and then it blows up in your face. But that's the whole experience of Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 is to make you feel like you are actually surviving and fighting for something in Super Earth. And that's what I feel like. Everyone has the same objective, the same reward, and the same amount of fun in this game. Thank you so much for the review. Let me know in the comments what else you would like to see me review. Please make sure you hit that bell for notifications and future videos. let me know what else you want to say. What, have you ever played Helldivers 1 before? Is there anything else you would like me to review? Please let me know. And once again, thank you again for Tank Review.